ID'd him. So at this point, you have been ID'd as the person carrying the bag in. So you are being placed under arrest. There's marijuana in the bag and a stolen firearm.
Under 49 CFR, Section 1540.111, passengers must declare firearms in writing before check-in. TSA's search authority is administrative, no warrant required under United States v. Hartwell, 2006. Once contraband is discovered, the Fourth Amendment framework activates for law enforcement.
Yes, I'm Frontier.
Okay. Is one of your passengers?
Yes.
You know their name?
He has a name.
That's the undeclared, and we're not 100% sure, but
All right. Lano. So let's go ahead and take that. That's 709. What phone number they have?
What unit number of vehicle do you have? So we can send a picture of the user's information. 9564. 9564.
seven bags.
709, we got it. 709, we're going to have a big deal. Copy, 810.
It's a lot of marijuana. Man. Who discovered it? Oh, okay. So what happened?
Well, the bag alarmed, and I noticed that the bag wasn't properly locked. So I'm going there to assess that. Initial alarm, of course, it was an alarm, which is against our SOP, and we're also looking for a declaration, which wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
And when I was looking for the declaration, that's when we noticed these bags.
Why did the bag initially alarm?
It wasn't properly locked.
Okay.
This thing should be locked, and he had like a wire lock, but they weren't.
That's a padlocks.
Yeah.
No, okay. Padlocks, yeah.
No, I can smell it as soon as I walked in here.
See, I couldn't. Normally I can't, because I hate the smell of that stuff.
Yeah, as soon as I walk right here, I can smell it, even though it was sealed. Now we just gotta identify the guy, and if he says, "Hey, I ain't my back, I didn't do anything," regardless of what he says, what do you think is a good idea for us to do?
Check video, MCR,
So
see if we got him.
we can get with the back tag, we can see what time he checked in. We'll know how he looks, and then get an MCR to give us cameras, see him walking with the backpack, checking it in.
5 ways. She has no one? No, but she was his own one?
Wilkerson?
Yes.
All right. Hey, can you take off your backpack for me really fast? All right. Just put it on the ground. Go ahead and turn around.
You're just being detained at this time.
Let him get the cuffs on, and then we'll tell you what's going on, okay?
Help me. Thank you.
Officers identified the subject via baggage tag and confirmation number, a legally sound method. Under Terry v. Ohio, 1968, that record alone established reasonable articulable suspicion for detention. The subject was handcuffed and called detained. Under Mendenhall, 1980, this constitutes de facto custody.
709, we got one. Detained in cuffs. All right, we can go sit over here. We'll grab your backpack. You can have a seat right here.
Do you have any checked luggage?
No.
You don't?
That's all my luggage right there.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't check a bag?
No.
Okay.
How do you pronounce your first name?
Lamont, Lamont.
And what's your last name?
Wilkerson, that's why LKR.
Okay.
Are you traveling with anybody else?
Yes, my little brother, he right there.
Okay. Did he check a bag?
I'm not sure.
What's your little brother's last name?
Same as yours?
No. He right there. He right there, talk to the lady.
Black jacket?
Yes.
Match yours?
Sir, are you traveling with this gentleman right here? Are you traveling with this gentleman right here? Yeah. Can we get you to step around the corner and speak with us as well? Go ahead and grab your bag.
What's going on?
You can have a seat. Do you have your ID on you?
Yes.
Go ahead. Have a seat and we'll explain everything. So this is your brother?
Yeah.
Come over here. Blood related, or how come you guys don't have the same last name?
What? I'm trying to see what's going on though.
Okay. Did you guys check in the bag?
Check in?
Yep. Under the plane.
Right.
Is it your bag or is it his bag?
What? What bag?
The bag that's under Wilkerson's name.
What happened though?
Hey, so you didn't check a bag. You don't know if he checked a bag?
Man, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's early in the morning.
Okay.
My mind everywhere now. I'm in handcuffs. I ain't expect all this. I'm just trying to get home.
Chicago's home?
Not necessarily Indiana.
Oh, okay.
We have a bag that was checked under Wilkerson's name. Okay, that's why we're here. So we're just trying to figure out what's going on, why TSA called us over here in reference to that bag. Do you have any idea of what I'm talking about?
Okay. That's what I'm trying to see. Right?
Well, if it doesn't involve you, so did you check in the bag? Do you have any luggage under the plane?
Nah.
You don't have any luggage.
Yeah, that's my brother.
So he has luggage.
Yeah,
That
y'all
he checked
got
in.
luggage. Yeah.
Okay, that you guys checked in under the plane.
Yeah.
Okay. What bag? Did you have a marking on your bag?
Nah, that's just that the flannel bag. That's the only bag we check in.
Okay, did he check it in or did you check it in?
My brother, it's under his name.
So why are you flying to Chicago if you're Indiana?
No, I just came to visit I just went down for a visit.
Oh, okay.
I just went down from Indiana. I went to the Midwest, Chicago.
Okay.
To Texas.
Okay.
I've been down there all weekend.
Okay. So is there any reason why TSA would have called us?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. I'm just gonna go on the phone.
We just have a bag that we're investigating, and we're trying to figure out what's in the bag, why TSA would call us for this bag, and they identified this bag, which comes back to your brother.
Miranda v. Arizona, 1966, attaches to custody, not formal arrest. Interrogation here was premature. Berkhammer v. McCarty, 1984, confirms. Custody is determined by circumstances, not the officer's label. Statements obtained without Miranda advisement are vulnerable to suppression under the exclusionary rule. The brother's voluntary statement identifying the bag is admissible. Miranda does not apply to the speaker.
My flight's
What's going on? Like, can I get something?
So you're just detained right now. We have a bag under your name, so that's why we're asking if you checked the bag.
Bag under my name.
Yeah.
No, man,
Okay.
I was literally just gonna pay for the other.
Okay.
Do you want to stay with your brother or do you want to go catch a flight? I mean, if you're not saying the bag's yours, I mean it's not yours. If you didn't check it in, he checked it in, then we just gotta ask him some few more questions. So
yeah, what happened?
He said it was a floral with flowers on it. Okay. But they just said they checked in one bag. Okay. Altogether, but it was his bag that they checked in.
What bag the name on it?
His name.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What I got? Well,
So, I mean, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. So if you didn't check any bags, then we just gotta talk to him. If you said that was his bag.
I'm trying to figure out. You saying what name? Y'all trying to see what's going on.
We have a bag under your name.
You have a bag under my name.
Yeah.
Oh, and it must contain something that it should contain.
Please take the scout and head to
I don't know how y'all
D6, Delta 6.
I put my carry on real quick.
Yeah, you can go check your carry-on. Okay, so you told me you didn't check in the bag, but your brother said you did check in the bag. So you did check in the bag?
I haven't checked anything. These are two bags I came with, sir. I can't speak for nobody else.
Okay.
I'm saying, these are my two bags. Y'all can go through them. There's money in one of them, and I ain't gonna lie. I don't know nothing. She just telling me she caught a bag. I don't know. That's my name.
Do you have a time on that ticket? We can call MCR and find out exactly who put it.
Issue date 6:08 a.m.
All right.
And he's saying he didn't pack the bag before.
No, but his brother said that was his bag that he checked, but he's saying he didn't check any bag. So we're just trying to figure out whose bag it is. Your brother already said it's your bag.
It's my bag?
Yeah, it was a floral bag. He said it was yours. You checked it in, okay? That's where we're at. But then you're telling me it's not your bag. So I got two different stories.
You couldn't have said that. So my two bags was right here. These are the only two
So
bags
why is it checked in under your name?
I'm not sure. It been all type of complications with me getting through. They said I was fraud at first when I came through because my last name didn't say Junior because I'm a junior and it was they was gonna say it was my dad and they wasn't gonna let me through with that. I was having a problem with that at first. I've been having problems since I got here at 6 a.m. like 5 a.m. These my only 2 bags I came with.
I understand. So you're saying these are the only 2 bags you came with?
My only bags.
But your brother is telling us that you checked in a floral bag. Do you know what he's talking about then? So why would he say that?
I don't know. Y'all go get him. I don't know. But y'all check the cameras. These 2 bags I came in.
So he's lying to us, is what you're saying.
I don't even know what he's told y'all.
I just told you what he told you, that you checked in a floral bag.
I didn't.
1 bag, floral bag, you guys checked it in.
No.
You checked it in, and it's under your name.
I didn't check no bag, and I didn't pay for no bag. I didn't do anything.
So why is he saying otherwise?
I'm not sure, sir. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm literally telling you everything I know. To check everything.
Okay, any reason why TSA would call us, the police, to come respond to this location?
Sir, this completely has me in shock. I don't have anything I shouldn't have in either of my bags.
That's what we're doing. I'm going to let you know the process we're doing. We're seeing who carried in that bag and who checked it in. But at the end of the day, the bag's under your name, and I'm trying to figure out why is it under your name.
I get that, sir. I don't understand why it's in my name. There's been a lot of miscellaneous things going on since I've been here to check in.
Yeah, but your brother doesn't work for the airport, and he said it was your bag. So...
Steve! Where he go?
He got on the flight.
He's on the plane.
No way.
So he kind of just left you high and dry here. So, I mean, if you want to tell us, is it his bag or is it your bag?
It's not my bag. I don't know whose bag it is, but you can ask the lady. I didn't check in any bags.
Okay. The problem we're having is the bag. It has your tag, your reference number on it, that you checked in that bag.
I didn't check in any bag.
And then your brother said it's your bag. So kind of.
I didn't check in any bag. Y'all can check the cameras. I don't.
He described the bag perfectly as a floral bag.
I can't describe the bag to you.
Okay,
I'm me.
So why would your brother say this?
I can't believe he said that because it ain't mine.
If it's your brother's bag, let us know if it's your brother's bag.
I don't know whose bag it is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know. I wish y'all could show me a video of me walking. I'm saying, it's not my bag.
So somebody's trying to frame you then, or?
It's something going on. It's been something going on since, that's why I'm getting here late. That's why I'm getting to my flight late, because there's been something going on every step to get in here since I've been here, literally.
Did your brother check in a bag on your behalf?
That's what I'm saying. We go out, when we start registering for things and put our information in, do our thing, we go to different registers.
So you didn't come in together?
We did come in. We get coming together. He has his girlfriend with him, and we split ways. You see what I'm saying? Okay. And we handle our business. But if you take the camera, you see all the airplanes too bad. Yeah.
So your brother told us this is the bag and that it's yours. Now, if your brother just threw you under the bus, I'm sorry.
I don't think he did that because I haven't bought anything. I haven't put anything on this plane.
Okay. Well, look at it this way. Your brother's on the flight. You're here with us. He gave us all the information we need to identify the bag and link it to a person. The bag's also linked.
You can't tell me my brother linked that bag to me because he knows that isn't my bag.
He told me directly to my face that was your bag and you checked it in.
Constructive possession requires knowledge of contraband and dominion over the area where it is found. The bag tag, confirmation number, and brother's statement together satisfy both prongs under Florida law. Florida Section 790.23, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon is a second-degree felony. This charge does not require knowledge the firearm was present. Constructive possession is sufficient. Florida Section 893.13, 10 pounds of marijuana triggers trafficking level penalties. Section 812.014 covers the stolen firearm.
I would say any more since you've actually taken him off of a plane and you've detained him to the point where he is no longer going to get on a plane. I would say if you ask him any more questions. So we have enough boarding pass from there. ACR sends a picture. I would not question him anymore because now that the plane is gone, would a reasonable person, so just wait and see if we get the picture.
64. Just follow that man right there. Follow them. The ID then? They ID'd him. So at this point, you have been ID'd as the person carrying the bag in. So you are being placed under arrest. There's marijuana in the bag and a stolen firearm.
And you're being arrested before, right? And you got a felonies, so you can possess a firearm regardless. So felony possession, okay?
No.
All right, we're done.
I'm gonna have you step down right in front of the car.
All right, so since you have a lot of stuff, I'm going to do a double check to make sure you don't have anything on you, all right?
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely don't have anything inside pockets anywhere on you?
Just check it. I don't have anything.
Okay. Because usually some of these jackets, sometimes like this inside pocket. No, they're going to do that at the jail, but if you have anything in your shoes and you try to bring it into the jail, then that's another charge. You really don't want another charge for bringing something.
And just so you know that we won't lie to you. That's you pulling the back right here. Okay.
Alright, we're gonna get in on this side. Watch your step. Okay, best way is to go in with your left foot and just kind of slide in. Watch your head.
The supervisor halted interrogation at the right moment, protecting the documentary evidence already secured. MCR footage confirmed the subject carrying the bag. 3 independent sources established probable cause. The pat-down incident to arrest was authorized under Chimmel v. California, 1969. No excessive force was applied.
When would I get a call?
Once you get in and they process you, you'll have a call. If that makes sense.
Will I get a bond?
They'll talk to you about everything there, okay?
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, appreciate
You
y'all.
guys ain't doing. You guys better come help. All right, guys.
Outcome. Charges: marijuana trafficking weight, theft of a firearm, unlawful possession by a convicted felon, $10,000, USD seized. July 2025. Subject arrested in Gary, Indiana on murder charges held at Lake County Jail. Grades: officers receive a B. Sound investigative method. Deduction: pre-arrest interrogation without Miranda is the primary deficiency. Supervising officer receives an A-. Halting interrogation was correct. Deduction: Miranda threshold was reached earlier than intervention occurred. Wilkerson receives a C+. No physical resistance avoided additional charges. Deduction: Fifth Amendment was never invoked. Inconsistent statements damaged trial credibility. A subject may invoke silence at any point he did not. Key lessons: Miranda attaches at custody. Secure a Miranda waiver before any custodial questioning. Material witnesses must be formally recorded before departure. A verbal statement on scene is not equivalent. For individuals, invoke silence early. No statement made without counsel improves your legal position. Let us know if there is a topic you would like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching.